just totally uncalled for. I did not see that coming. It's hooked outside of the mouth. Finally, I said, Bradley, you got to quit being hard-headed, man. This is 2 days in a row. Something has changed, and they're not biting this color anymore.
511.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is your what I learned after stage 2 Santee Cooper. You know, that's a special place to me. I used to say it was my favorite lake, and it probably still is. It's just a super cool place to fish. You know, a lot of cypress trees, feels really remote. You've got swamps and different things you can fish. But for me, going into that event, I felt like it was one I could do really well in. And I go out and I have a really good practice. There's a lot of water coming down the river. I had decided I was going to fish up on the top lake, up in the swamps, up in the, you know, the backwaters there, and try to get into that cleaner, more protected water, because I felt like if I found those fish in those areas, they wouldn't leave, because they're not going to swim out to that cold, moving water. They're thinking about spawning. So I thought if I could find them, they're not going to move. Well, day 1 practice, day 2 of practice, day 3 of practice, I have really good practice. I find multiple areas that I'm getting bit, multiple baits that I'm getting bit on, and so much that I have trouble sleeping the night before the tournament. You guys have all been there where you feel like, man, you really feel like that you're going to catch them, you know? You just know. So running up the lake that morning, I decided to start in an area I felt like I had the most bites. And I'll make a long story short out of it. The first day was just an absolute struggle. I started in the first area, tried to be thorough, and I was missing fish. They just weren't biting. The ones I did hook, I lost. And basically repeat that all day long. Would go in those areas, I'd get a few bites, would miss them, lose them. I think I only ended up with 2 scoreable bass, and I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard on day 1. And for me, was just totally uncalled for. I did not see that coming at all. It was just something that caught me by surprise, because I felt like I was really on fish. So I kind of took my lumps and decided we're just going to go out on the second day. We're going to fish. We're going to try to make up as much ground as we can. The beauty of this format is you can come back. So go out on day 2, and I'm telling all the story. I'm going to get to a point. So I go out on day 2, and I was really catching them good on a spinnerbait, a white spinnerbait and a white chatterbait. Go out on day 2 and pick one of the areas I've been fishing, and immediately kind of get bit right off the bat on a white spinnerbait. And I see these fish go through the bait, like almost like they hit it with their mouth closed. And in probably the first 5 minutes, I had about 3 bites that were good ones, and they didn't get it. And I kind of go around the deal, and I throw a white chatterbait over there, and I finally do catch my first scoreable. It's the 4th bite I've had. Finally catch my first scoreable, and it's hooked outside of the mouth. Finally, I said, Bradley, you got to quit being hard-headed, man. This is 2 days in a row. Something has changed, and they're not biting this color anymore. And I sat down and thought through the process, and I just decided to pick up a dark color chatterbait. I picked up a black and blue, green pumpkin type vibrating jig, and I started throwing it, and those fish were choking it. That one little change. You know, I've been doing this a long time, and I've seen that happen before. You would think
511.
be able to make that transition sooner, but sometimes we're so hard-headed when you've had a lot of bites on a certain bait. But those fish would still hit that white bait. They just wouldn't eat it. So I switched to the dark color bait. They start choking it. I make a great run and come all the way from, I think, 38th or so the first day. Jump up into the money cut. Ended up 17th in my group. Big turnaround. Just wish I'd done it a little sooner. But that is what I learned. Stage 2 Santee Cooper. If you're getting fish to hit something and they're not eating it good, you're missing them, losing them, change colors. And don't be scared to do it sooner rather than later.